Hello everyone, Congressman Nick Begich here representing the great state of Alaska. It is an honor to join you, even virtually, for this year's Pacific Northwest Economic Region Summit. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of this important conversation. I particularly want to thank Premier Danielle Smith, the Government of Alberta, and the Summit for bringing together leaders from across the Pacific Northwest and the North. There is no better place to have this conversation because Alberta and Alaska have long understood that prosperity comes from building, from innovating, and importantly from responsibly developing our natural resources. Alaska and Canada have a unique bond that extends beyond our geography. While we are neighbors, we are also strong partners. Our histories are intertwined. Our economies are connected. Our people have crossed our shared border for generations to build businesses, move goods, and develop resources. And today, that partnership is more important than ever. For too long, many have viewed the Arctic as the edge of the map. In reality, it is increasingly becoming the center of the strategic map for commerce, for energy, for critical minerals, and for the security of North America. Perhaps more importantly, we share something that much of the world cannot fully appreciate. We understand the North. We understand what it means to build infrastructure in difficult terrain, to operate in challenging climates, and to responsibly develop extraordinary natural resources. As global demand for energy, critical minerals, and secure supply chains continues to grow, I believe the North has an extraordinary opportunity before it. The world is changing. Artificial intelligence, advanced manufacturing, critical minerals, and energy infrastructure are reshaping the global economy. Those industries all depend on something fundamental: reliable transportation, reliable energy, reliable supply chains, reliable partners. Fortunately, North America has all four, but only if we invest in the infrastructure necessary to connect our economies. That is why I am so encouraged by the recent master agreement between the Alaska Railroad Corporation and the Alaska to Alberta Railway Development Corporation. For generations, people have talked about connecting Alaska's rail system with Canada's network and ultimately the lower 48. For more than a century, it has been an ambitious vision. Today, it is taking meaningful steps toward becoming reality. A modern rail connection between Alaska and Alberta would do far more than simply move freight. It would strengthen North America's supply chains, would connect producers to global markets. It would improve access to critical minerals, energy resources, agricultural products, and manufactured goods. It would create jobs on both sides of the border. And it would reinforce something increasingly important in today's world. Economic security begins with transportation security. The proposed corridor represents more than 1,500 miles of opportunity. Designed as a modern heavy-haul railway integrated into the North American rail network, it would move everything from energy products and bulk commodities to refrigerated goods, containers, and critical manufacturing inputs more efficiently than ever before. That is exactly the kind of infrastructure investment that North America needs. Just as importantly, this project reflects how major infrastructure should be developed: through partnership, through consultation, and through a permitting process that is efficient, predictable, and transparent. Because projects of this magnitude require confidence. Investors need clarity and certainty. Communities deserve clarity and certainty. Workers need to know what it means when a project earns approval, and they want to know that it will actually move forward. That is true whether we are talking about rail or ports, highways or pipelines, energy infrastructure or transmission. If North America wants to remain globally competitive, we have to become better at building. That means embracing innovation. It means modernizing our transportation networks. It also means reducing unnecessary delays while maintaining high environmental standards. And it means recognizing that every year lost to uncertainty is an opportunity gained by someone else. As we look ahead, there's another reason our partnership has never been more important. The Arctic is no longer a distant frontier. It is a strategic frontier. The decisions we make today about infrastructure, transportation, energy, and investment will shape the future of the Arctic for decades to come. Both Alaska and Canada understand that reality clearly. As global competition intensifies, the Arctic has become increasingly important. Nations that do not share our values are expanding their presence, investing in Arctic infrastructure, pursuing critical minerals, and seeking influence over emerging shipping routes. The United States and Canada cannot afford to stand still. Our response must include stronger economies and modern ports, reliable rail and efficient highways, secure energy systems and critical mineral development, advanced communications, and resilient supply chains. These are strategic investments that will strengthen our position as leaders in the Arctic. North America should never be dependent on geopolitical competitors for the resources, infrastructure, or transportation networks that power our economies. In short, we have the resources, we have the talent, we have the technology. Now we need the political will to build. The relationship with Alaska and Canada has always been built on trust. I firmly believe the future of North America will be shaped in large part by what we choose to build in the North. Together, we can responsibly develop the resources the world needs and build the transportation networks that connect our economies. And together, we can demonstrate that economic growth, responsible stewardship, and national security are not competing priorities. They reinforce one another. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your friendship. And thank you for your shared commitment to building a stronger, more secure, and more prosperous North America.